yoga. Look at that.
It's yoga. That is correct.
To be
At the bottom for me.
To be active means you work out or do an exercise. We say exercise for any kind of sports activities. Do you do any sport?
Okay. So to be active means you do an exercise or you do a kind of workout. So any sport that you play is a form of exercise. So you mentioned that you know how to play soccer and badminton. Now, if you play any of those sports, it means that you are doing an exercise, okay? So any kind of sport means exercise.
Also, I can hula hoop.
Hula hoop, that is awesome. Hula hoops are so cool and it's so much of fun to be able to do that.
Yes, but
do you like to do the hula hoop?
Yes, at first after I buy it, I don't know how to hula hoop, and then I watch a few videos and then I can do it. Like a few months ago, I just do 21 hoops and I can't do it anymore.
Okay, that is awesome though. Okay, so when you do the hula hoop, that is also a form of exercise because you are moving your body in a circular motion. Okay, very nice. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's look at the next bit of information. Do you know? Can you read for me, please?
Everybody knows about football, basketball, volleyball, swimming, tennis, but do you know everything about octopus, foot volley, or pumpkin regatta?
Okay, pumpkin regatta.
Pumpkin regatta.
Okay, regattas. All right. So we all know about football. We know what's basketball, volleyball, swimming, and tennis. Now we are going to learn about some new activities or new kinds of exercises. We are going to learn about octopus, foot volley, and pumpkin regatta. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So let's read and find out about these sports. So the first one we're looking at is octopus. Can you read it for me, please?
Wow, octopus is like hockey, but people play underwater. So you need to use those like people wearing.
Okay.
And look at that.
Let's complete reading first and then we are going to look at the pictures. Can you continue reading?
Players use a small stick. They try to push a puck into a net to score points for their team.
Okay, awesome. So this is octopus. Did you ever hear of this sport before?
I never heard about this, but this sport is kind of awesome, but I never tried breathing underwater.
You never tried it before, yes, to be underwater. Okay, so I think that the difficult thing about this sport here would be to be underwater. So because you are underwater, it might make it a little bit more difficult to play this sport, okay? Now, this sport here is just like hockey, but the people are playing underwater, and the players use a small stick. Can you see the person over here has a small stick in their hand? Can you see that? Okay, okay, all right. So it's a tiny stick, a small stick, and they have to push the puck into the net. So the puck is usually something that is round in shape, and they have to push the puck into the net before they score a point. Okay, does that make sense? Do you understand this game?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay, very good. Well done. Now let's look at the next sport or the next activity. Foot volley. Can you read it for me, please?
Foot volley is like a volleyball, but the players use a football. They can't touch the ball with their hands. Players have to pass the ball to the other team over a high net. You can play this sport on the beach.
Okay, very good. So this is foot volley. So foot volley is just like volleyball. Do you know volleyball?
Yes, and I really wish when I grow up I used to play volleyball.
Okay, awesome. So I used to play volleyball when I was younger, and volleyball is really so much of fun. Okay, so when people play foot volley, they cannot touch the ball with their hands. So they have to get the ball over the net by using their feet. Okay? So if you look at the picture at the top, can you see that this person is kicking the ball over the net? Can you see that?
Yes, that's a really high net.
That's really, really high, yes. So when they play foot volley, the players use a football. So they use a football ball and they play the game with this ball. So they cannot touch the ball with their hands and they have to pass the ball over the high net using their foot or even their head. Can you see the man here in the picture at the bottom? He looks like he's going to hit the ball with his head. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So they can use other parts of their body but not their hands in order to get the ball over the net. So this sport here is meant to be played on the beach, okay? Alright, so do you understand the sport?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very good. Let's look at the next one, pumpkin regatta. Can you read for me, please?
Pumpkin regatta is like a boat race, but the players don't race in boats. They race in giant pumpkins. After the race, there's a pumpkin pie eating competition.
Yes, very good. So this is pumpkin regatta, and just as the name of the sport suggests, the people are doing this sport using a pumpkin. So this is a boat race. It is like a boat race, but the players are racing in giant pumpkins. So their boats are in the shape of a pumpkin and it looks like a pumpkin. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, very good. And once they are done with the race, they have a pumpkin pie eating competition. So they gather around and they have a competition of who can eat the most amount of pumpkin pie in a period of time. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, all right. And what do you think about this sport? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know.
Do you think it's something nice? Do you think it's scary?
I don't think it's scary, but it looks like at the bottom there's a man wearing a pirate costume playing it.
Yes, he's wearing a pirate costume and playing the game. Yes, okay, so that also looks very interesting and very cool. Alright, awesome. Okay, so that is pumpkin regatta, and you know that it is a boat race, but it is done in pumpkins. Alright, so unfortunately we have reached the end of our lesson time for today. When I see you again, we are going to continue and complete this lesson, okay? Okay, so you did a good job today, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.